Hey guys, it's what is it? It's Wednesday, right? Just about 1 o'clock. Give me a second. I'm going to pull up my desktop. Easier to see. We have our friend Laradox here. Laradox says, "Hey, Laradox, how are you?" How you feeling? How's your stomach feeling? I'm here with one of my cats. All right, I'm good to go. I'm all set up. So I hope you're feeling better, Laradox. How's everything in the desert? Is today going to be a workout day? We got a link dropped. This is our friend Laradox's channel. Laradox has gotten a couple new subscribers since I last saw. It's at 519. Very nice. So when people pop in, they'll be able to see. We'll take a quick look here at our friend William. William is at 538. 538 with a bullet, as they say in the biz. Whatever biz that is. And we're shooting for 1,000 by 1/1/25. William says he's just finishing up a workout. What was the agenda for today? I think the last time I talked to you about a workout, you were doing legs. You don't do squats, do you? I think you do mainly hack squats, leg presses. So I'm at, give me a second, guys. Looking stuff up. Never good to be distracted when you're doing something else. I'm at 926 days in a row of doing burpees. Not 926 days of working out in a row, as I was working out for months and months and years without taking a day off. A lot of people say, well, you need a day off to grow, which is true. However, I haven't attempted to grow in a number of years. Now it's just my objective is to train. I train every day so that I can be in shape to train every day. Does that make sense? It doesn't have to. It only has to be something that I enjoy, that keeps me happy, keeps me healthy, keeps me showing up every day. William says full body today. Yes, presses and hacks. Nice. So when I get to 1,000 days, though, I'm not going to take off, but I'm thinking about making a comeback in kettlebell sport. It has been well over a decade since I've trained seriously in kettlebell sport, meaning the jerk, snatch, or long cycle, which is the clean and jerk. It's a brutal sport. I stopped doing it because I started ultra running. And I couldn't go heavy as well. Let's see. William says, don't do much, but did chest, try, back and legs. It's full body today. And don't do much, but did chest, try, back, by shoulders, legs. Yeah, that's a big day. Big day in the heat, too. Joey says, I have a dent in my head. I'm looking. I don't see a dent. I might see some bumps. Every dent has been well earned, my friend. Every dent has been because somebody has pounded on my head saying, pay attention. Don't you understand? Get with it. From my early teachers who were all nuns, Joey says, how are you today? I'm doing good. Joey, this is Joey Joe. Shabadoo. Shabadoo. Joey, how are you? I'm just checking out Joey's channel. Guys, if you would like, go on by and check out Joey's channel and see if you want to subscribe. I don't know if Joey is looking to expand his channel or not. I hope you don't mind me dropping your channel. It's always nice to have some subscribers, you know, make those connections. Joey says, are you okay? Yeah, I am always okay. Our friend Dottie is here. Dottie, how are you? Man, I love the Saw, Dottie. I watched that last night. I absolutely loved it. Dottie is at 196. 4 more, guys. If you're just popping in, if you've never met Dottie before, you'll love her channel. She's very sincere. She's a hard worker. She's sharing her journey. And the journey is, as well as doing some really great nature videos and just videos of interest. But the big thing is she is refurbishing, I think refurbishing is the right word, right? It used to be a medical van or medical van ambulance. And she is turning it into a camper van, and then she's going to tour. And she's documenting the whole thing. So check her out, guys. Cameron, how are you? Theradoc says, you know, I have 3 subs. Who's that? Let's see. Daddy says, thanks, Eric. I have 4 nuts and bolts that will be attached and used as cup hooks. Nice. Laradox says he has sub to Cameron. Nice. Way to go, Laradox. I mentioned before, you know, not being much of a, mainly because I'm technically deficient. I'm live streaming on my cell phone, but I'm dropping links to my laptop, and not everyone can open up a laptop, can open up the links from a laptop. This is Cameron's channel, guys, if you want to go visit. Dottie says she's also a sub to Cameron. Nice. And our friend Just One Sue says, making my live rounds. Awesome. Where have you been so far, Sue? Appreciate you coming here. Cameron says, well, I'll stop right there. Thanks, guys. I don't need any subscriptions. You got it then. We drop them just in case, but it doesn't, you know, doesn't mean anything. If you don't, if you're not looking to expand the channel, that's absolutely cool. Sue says, here first. Awesome. Great to be first on the list. Our friend Mir is here. Mir, the miracle worker, says, hello, beautiful people, and Sir Yogi. Mir says, thumbs up, number 3. Thanks, guys. I missed Mir's live stream today. However, I did get a chance to watch the replay. Shared it out. You guys definitely want to check it out. Hey, Mir. Dottie is 4 away from 200. 4 subscribers away from 200. And 200 has been a long sought after goal. This is Dottie's second channel. That and she almost didn't continue with this channel, but she stood her ground. She had the courage. She had the fortitude to say, you know what? No more bullying. No more getting shoved around. That this is my channel. This is my love. This is my passion, and I want to share it. And I'm not going anywhere. So I definitely would love to see Dottie hit her goal of 200 and then climb and continue. And this is his latest live stream. Cameron says, thank you, Laradox. What is your real name? I was thinking of Mir just a few minutes ago because I posted yesterday we had the good fortune of tracking some hawks in daylight. We heard them in the daylight. They don't really hoot, but they make this sort of, it's almost like an insect sound, especially when they're agitated. And we walked by and heard the sound and immediately stopped. And we went exploring to see if we could find the house. It was actually 2 of them. And we did. I always loved being able to take a film of owls in the daytime. And I posted that. And I was thinking how beautiful Mir's birds are and the videos that he does of them. Which is why I almost always every day have his channel up, because it's one of my nature fix. Studies have shown that you get almost the full, like 90% of the benefits of being in nature just by watching a nature video on your computer. You're not immersed, but you're still getting the benefits. One of the benefits being that your mind enters into the alpha wave brain state, which is a light state of meditation. It serves the purpose of inspiration and relaxation, reduces stress. So, as well, it brings about a sense of peacefulness. It's been shown, they've done studies in Harvard of showing photos across all denominations. So you have a photo of Mother Teresa, you have a photo of Jesus, of Buddha, of Gandhi, and you don't even have to know anything about them, but you see these photos and the brain responds accordingly with a reduction in stress and a sense of loving awareness, loving compassion, empathy. As well, the opposite. If you showed a picture of chaos, if you showed a picture of children suffering, if you showed a picture of something along those lines, of course, our stress level went up. So when you can expose yourself to things that raise your vibrational patterns and bring you joy, that decrease stress, you're doing yourself a great service. And you can take that minute break, 30-second break, almost no matter where you are. You just have a window up in your computer. And that's the great thing that our friend Mir is doing. Let's see. Cameron says, you have any collection which is really valuable for you? Maybe your family tree. No, he gave away a lot of stuff. Like I used to have, I had an album collection, LP, all the way back from when I was a kid, and I gave almost all of them away. I've really done my best to sever a whole lot of attachments to material things. It's not bad, but if you find yourself holding something just for the sake of holding it, especially when someone else could be enjoying it, it just seemed to me to better to let go. And practicing letting go, because sooner or later you're going to have to let go of everything. So if you make it a practice, it comes easier and easier and easier. Let's see. Dottie says, I'm done too. Sue, Mir, Laradox, Eric, and Goldie. Is Goldie here? Did I miss her? Don't think so. I think she might be working. Our friend Night Watcher is here. Just when Sue connected to Dottie. Awesome, guys. Thank you. Let me give a little quick check on our friend Dottie. She is at 197. 3 away. 197. Night Watcher, how are you? Night Watcher says he's just a bit sad today. Sorry about that, my friend. But it's air. And our friend Timo is here. Optimob, how are you, my friend? Optimob, what do you have for us today? Do you have any links that you want to drop? And Sabine is here. Sabine says, hey, everyone. Hope you have all are doing fine. Thank you, Sabine. Mir says, hey to Optimob. How are you doing, bro? Let's see. Dottie says, my daughter also has bought a camper van today and has thrown away everything that she was keeping for the sake of it. That's pretty awesome. It's a big commitment. Sometimes you have to make that commitment. What was it, Hannibal? I think it was Hannibal. It might have been another general who got to the shores of, I'm going to say Carthage. My story could be completely wrong. The point of the story, historically accurate, my facts wrong though. He ordered all of the ships to be burned, and before the attack, after they got to the other shore, and they said, well, what happens if we have to retreat? We won't be able to get away. And he said, exactly. Now you're committed. Speed says, one moment, please. Speed says he is just cuddling on the floor with Pax. That's nice to hear. So, Dottie, I've sort of done the same thing here with my YouTube channel, where I've declared that this is it. This is my creative stance, that I will earn an income here, or I don't know what will happen. Our friend Kathy is here. C. Peyton. Kathy, how are you? I watched your video today. Pretty spooky. And Flower is here. Flower says, anyways, oh, there she is. Says she won't be here for long, though, because her battery is at 10. Well, you know what? We appreciate you as long as you're able to be here. Let's see. Nightwatcher says, Yogi, you are completely right on your history. History nerd approved. Awesome. Happy to hear that. When I get the thumbs up from Nightwatcher, I know I've done something right. Make sure I'm not missing anyone. Let's see. Cameron says, what if you become really famous? Will you remember us? For instance, 20 to 30K subscribers. I will absolutely remember everyone, no matter how big my channel ever gets. I don't foresee it getting really big. I'm not shooting to get really big. I'm looking to make enough. I've talked about this with our friend Goldie. I talked about it actually, our friend Flower. We talked about making a wish. According to Hawaiian shamanic wish making, how the shamans, the kahunas, would say there's a dark side to the wishes that we make. So you need to see the broader picture. You wish for more abundance and you're in a higher tax bracket. And then you end up barely breaking even, or however, just as an example. It's better when you wish for just enough. Pay your bills, have a little left over to go out to eat or buy a book or donate to someone. I endeavor to live a quiet life of yoga and contemplation. My endeavor is to live a quiet life where I learn to forgive and forgive and forgive and extend myself in love. And what I'm forgiving is the projections that I place upon the world so that I can live it as an extension of the true love that we all are. Let's see. But that's a great question, Cameron. I appreciate that. Timo says he's back. Had a cuddle with backs on the floor. I don't blame you for that. My whole face is now washed from backs. Saves on water bills. Our friend Leo is here. Leo says, much love and support your way, brother Yogi. Sending all the good vibes your way, my guy. Have a great day. Just finished my workout time to get day started. Awesome. Sorry I missed your workout, but I will be checking it out as soon as we're done the live stream. I'm going to drop our friend Dottie's link again. If you guys have the opportunity, even if you just stop in briefly, please subscribe to Dottie. And let's get her to 200 subs. Let's see. Mir says, hey guys, give a big thumbs up to Sir Yogi. Thank you for that, my friend. Noodle says, hey Yogi, hypothetically, if you got big, how would you read chat if every second 5 people chat? You know what? I've been wanting to switch it over to 30 seconds, but I can't figure out how. I definitely have to learn to read things faster. Kathy says she went live yesterday. How'd that go? I'm sorry I missed that. How'd your knee hold up, Kathy? Here's a link to Kathy, by the way, if you want to check out her channel, her live stream. If you want to see some spooky stuff. Optimop says, by the way, I am so famous for a channel. It's only 98,302 subs from 100K away. And 1 subscriber at a time is how you get there. My prediction, I have no doubt that Optimob is a 100K channel, meaning that it's just a matter of time. He's already a 100K channel. He puts out 100K material. If I'm being honest with myself, maybe I'm putting out 10K material, which is good. Let's see if I'm missing anyone. Donnie says, my ideal, as you know, is to travel, but also peace and solitude and reflect on life. You and me both. Um, Minus the traveling for me, I'm not opposed to traveling. I just, at this moment, I don't feel called to. For a decade, Mocha and I ran an ultra race a month, and we would go, we would do all the local races, and then we would go around mainly the East Coast and do races. Actually, exclusive to the East Coast. Although we went to the Midwest a bit, Ohio. Optimob says, Dowdy, I subbed with my backup channel. Awesome, guys. Where do we stand? Here, where do we stand with Dottie? 198. Two more to go. It'd be nice, three more. So we're one over. One in the books, one in the bank. Money in the bank, as they say. This is Kathy's live stream from last night. It's being said, did. Welcome with Goldie. I was just asking about you, Goldie. How are you? Goldie says, hi there, love the people. And hi there, lovely Goldie. Last minute's at work. So today must be a 10-hour day. Let's see. Night Watcher says I did a so chat for you a couple times, but you denied me to do so. Yeah, you know, at the time I wasn't sure if it's necessary, but I see some wisdom in your logic, my friend. Kathy says it went okay. The memorial is very sad. Yeah, I bet. You said it was 11 people? Optimob says, thank you, Eric. You're welcome, my friend. Honestly, I look at your channel objectively, and I see the beauty there. I see the beauty, you and Sabine and Bax, the love that you have in editing, the detail that you put in, your eye for catching this beautiful scenery, the conversations that you and Sabine have. And honestly, I just see the channel growing. It's one of those places that you walk away from the channel, from the video, happier than when you came in. That's saying something, because I'm generally a happy person. But if I spend, you know, if I watch a short or I go for a live stream or a premiere, I always leave, however much time I spend there, feeling better. Lauer says, I think we're going to reach here sooner or later. I heard some voice announcement about 2 hours ago, but well, it's not that I can do anything about it. Oh, I think war's going to reach here. Oh, I hope not, Flower. I'm sending out prayers to you, my friend, to your country, to your family. Maybe this might be a good time to stay with your father in Korea. Optimov says, but your channel will come as well. Thank you for that. Thank you for that voice of confidence. Our friend Destiny is here. Destiny, my friend, how are you? Destiny says, hello and blessings to you, Eric McCarty. Happy Wednesday, and how are you? I'm doing good, Destiny. I appreciate you asking. We're all just catching up on our channels, dropping links, making connections, seeing if we can get our friend Dottie to, here she is, 200 subscribers, Dottie. You did it, my friend. A well-deserved 200. Dottie says, wow, that's amazing. Thank you, everyone. I mentioned before, I'm going to mention again, Dottie, and I hope you don't mind me sharing, that this is Dottie's second channel. As she discontinued her first one because she was bullied. And she almost discontinued this one because she was bullied. And she decided, no, enough. She stood her ground because she declared her love for what she was doing, and no one was going to take it away from her. And she shared that, and it was such a beautiful sharing. I felt so fortunate to hear her story. I absolutely love Dottie's channel. Our friend Jacob is here. Jacob, my friend, how are you? Kathy says 11 women and an unborn baby. Yeah, that's so sad. If you guys on her live stream, our friend Kathy C. Payton um, explored that. I haven't watched it. I did watch her the short video that she did this morning, but I will check out her live stream in a bit. Optimob is going to be right back, going out for a walk. With Bax, of course. Bax the Wonder Dog. Destiny says, blessings and love to everyone. Happy Wednesday, and hope everyone is enjoying the day. All right, I'm looking through, making sure I'm caught up with everyone. Speen says to, hi, Brother Jacob. Optimob just went for a walk with Bax. And I'm pretty much caught up. See, Flower says, I heard that the military is lacking people, so they're just banging in and grabbing people, even if they don't approve. Yeah, that's a desperate situation. In that case, I'm glad that your father is away. Jesse says, hugs and love back to you, Jacob. Mir says, so Yogi, which one channel of Goldie? Sorry, my cat's meowing at me. I'm not sure what you mean, Mir. Jacob says, I will block anyone that comes in here trying to bully anyone. That's uncalled for, and no one ain't got time for that. That's true, Jacob. Love is only welcome here. Perfectly said. Beautifully said. And thank you for that, Jacob. Thank you for taking that strong stance. Very much appreciated. Flower says, I also heard some people are going to leave Myanmar through a passageway to Thailand on this Friday. I mean, I could go, but I don't feel like I want to leave everything behind right now. What does your mother say? What does your mother want to do? Flower says that would be perfect. I don't want to go. You definitely have to take care of yourself and your mother, though, Flower. You definitely need to be safe. Dottie says, are you live later, Eric? I will be. Our friend William is here. William Hart. William, how are you? Mir says, Flower, our prayers are with you. They certainly are. Give me a second, guys. My desktop just froze up because I have about 1 million windows open right now. But it's things that I want to make sure that I check out. Let's see, Flower says, also heard that it's not a civil war, and China's helping them. They're pretty greedy, but I'm not sure about that. That's what she heard. Her mom telling her uncle that. So does your mom want to stay in Myanmar? Dottie says, okay, that she will come back later. Need to have some dinner and go cook. So no fish and chips tonight. We'll be here, Dottie. Thanks for stopping in, and congratulations on that 200. Again, well deserved. Dottie's one of my go-to places. Absolutely love her channel. So, William, how you doing? Let's see. Flower says that her mom told her uncle that he could leave Myanmar. But yeah. Well, I hope you guys make the best decision for your safety, whatever that might be for you. Speed says, yes, Dottie, congratulations. Definitely. Jacob got his big reps in again today, of course. Flower says her mom's also going to go to Thailand tomorrow due to my grandpa's cancer. Sorry to hear about your grandpa. Man, Flower, you got a lot on your plate right now, my friend. So I'm going to do a video later. I've been doing some short videos, mainly talking about A Course in Miracles. I've mentioned my study of A Course in Miracles, which dates all the way back to the late 80s initially. Doing it in fits and starts and fits, putting it aside until finally in 2008, 2009, I committed to going through the 365-day lessons, committed my life to practicing it, only to once again after that set it aside. Although I felt as if the course was working through me, as the course itself says, you can't be fully committed to something sometimes. Meaning that commitment calls for commitment, calls for your life. Let's see, we got some hellos going on. Jacob says, congrats to Sister Dottie. Hey, Jacob, you played a big part in helping her get there, my friend. You've really helped dropping links and calling attention to her channel. Very much appreciate that. Our friend Jace is here. Jace, how are you? How's the training going, Jace? And our friend Kay Renee is here. Kay, how are you? Kay says, hey, Yogi in chat. So I am not the best channel dropper because I do it from a desktop. And I think only people on a desktop. But, you know, at the very least, I figure it brings the attention to the channel. This is Kay's channel. Flower says, looks like I won't be here for long. So what do you mean? That it looks like that your mom's going to take you to Thailand? Oh, this is what she meant. There's only 5% battery left. Hey, do you want to save that power? Destiny says, hello to Jace, and to see you later, Dottie Adore. Mir says our prayers for Flower and her country. Stay safe and blessed, dear. Thank you for that, Mir. Joining you in prayer, my friend. Definitely joining you in prayer. Kathy says prayers for Flowers as well. Thank you for that, Kathy. Daddy says we'll catch you all again soon. Have a good evening. Flowers, stay safe. Sabine has offered prayers to Flower as well. Thank you for that, Sabine. Jay says, well, I had 1.3 views today, so quite happy. Awesome. Was that a live stream? Let's check out Jace's channel and drop a link. If you guys want to visit, yeah, I'm looking. Jace is live, 1.3 views. Absolutely awesome. The reason for that, Jace puts in the work. Casey, she's great. And you? I'm glad to hear you're doing great. How's the garden? I learned something watching our friend Odom today. He was talking about his figs. Somehow I get the feeling that if I say Odom and I say figs in the same sentence, he's going to pop up and say, did someone say figs? I didn't realize that he was talking about if the roots spread, you get less figs. So you curtail the roots and the plant produces more figs, which is pretty kind of stuff that you only learn from these very specific gardening channels. So Flower says, well, I'm gonna get going because I don't want my phone to die. Wise move. This is going to affect my phone battery health. Wise move, Flower. Take care. Be safe. When you're able to, keep us posted, please. Mir says, congrats, Jace. Yeah, that's a big accomplishment. Jace says it's his chance to inspire others. Thanks, Mir. And that's how you do it. You know, you notice that reply from Jace, that it wasn't, well, yeah, I deserve it. Yes, my channel is getting bigger. Yes, I do this or I do that. It was, no, this is my opportunity, my chance to inspire others, his opportunity to serve. I've said before that, just my view, the best YouTube channels are the ones that are seeking to serve. The best content creators are the ones who are seeking to serve in whatever way. Our friend, speaking of which, Mr. 1K, Eric LaPointe is here. And that's how he built his channel. It was almost incidental. Wasn't trying to build his channel past a certain point, but because he was supporting so many people reached back out. Our friend Destiny has talked about this. Being of service. Her whole YouTube existence is being a giving channel. How can she serve other people? It's an important question we can ask ourselves the moment we wake up. How can we serve? Let's see. Kathy is sub to Jace. Awesome. I hope you're doing well, Eric LaPointe. Awesome video of the hawks. You got it in flight and you got the sound. Destiny says, great work you're putting on your channel, Jace. Congrats. Jace says to Eric, did you join in? And was super boost when you came in. I was inspired. Awesome. Desi says, happy Wednesday and blessings, Eric LaPointe. Jacob says, let's get our brother Jace to 300 plus subscribers. Awesome. Big goal. Big salute to you, my man. Mir says he's going to boost you, which means Mir's going to work his magic. We got some links dropped by Jacob. Eric LaPointe is saying hi to everyone. Jace says you're all amazing. Hey, I agree. They are amazing. And it's just a great way of reaching out, supporting someone, their mission, their purpose. Speaking of which, our friend Brian Lane did a video yesterday where he talked about how he found his Dharma. We've talked about Dharma before. In the Buddhist tradition, Dharma actually means teachings, or it is the application. In yogic vocabulary, Dharma is, it's not so much our purpose, but our beingness, what we do. So, I mean, you can have any job and not be following your Dharma. You could have a job and be on a different dharmic path. It's really important. It can be really important to let that, let the path reveal itself. I would say the entirety of yoga is figuring out where your Dharma lies. Corey says, I'm on Adderall right now, and I can really fly. Well, be careful in your flight pattern, my friend. Kathy says to Eric Lapide, that memorial is overwhelming. Eric Point says to Jace, he tried those head down push-ups. I'm gonna have to check them out. Destiny says, always wake up with a servant's heart. Don't wait for someone to ask you what they can do for you, but you purposely ask people what you can do to help others or serve. I agree, Destiny. And you can also, just quietly work for the support of others in whatever way. Could be prayers, quietly offering prayers to other people. It could be, well, here it is with the Course in Miracles. They talk about, do not seek to change the world. You won't be able to do it. Not just you. But seek how you perceive the world, and the world will change. That's something that we can do. If you guys want to heal the world, you have to heal yourself. Meaning, you have to give your projections. The projections, first, everyone perceives the world through the mental images that they produce. In yoga, it's called the 5 afflictions, or the kleshas, and it's our attachments, our aversions, our belief that we are a small, limited personality, our fear of death. And by death, I don't just mean death of the body, although that's one, but death of the ego. The ego never wants to lose any of its self-importance. And the 5th is ignorance, that we are perceiving all of that, and that we are projecting the world from that point of vision. So we live in a world of turmoil, we live in a world of poverty, we live in a world of crime and this and that, because that's the world that we are projecting out. Of Course in Miracles says the way we heal that is through forgiveness. We forgive our own projections until we're no longer projecting that. Now we're projecting the reality of only love. and we're experiencing a loving world. This is also why A Course in Miracles says that that's what we teach, and that everyone teaches what they most need to learn. So we are both teachers and students at the very same time. We are healers and the healed at the very same time. Sabine just subbed to Jace. Awesome. So yeah, Destiny, I added that into, I've been talking about for a long time, my long-standing practice for decades of waking up and saying thank you, just for all that's been given. Nothing that I have to ask for. The entire universe is just here upon my waking up. But I've added in the how can I serve? An attempt to approach my life from there. How can I be of service? And again, it doesn't have to be in any big, overt way. I don't have to come on YouTube or show up anywhere in life and say, well, here I am. I'm here to serve. That's one way of doing it. But again, you can just quietly go through life offering a namaste, offering a gift of peace. You can offer someone love. You can give someone a smile. You can hold the door open for someone. You can let someone get ahead of you in traffic. You can forgive someone for cutting you off in traffic. All little ways that you are of service, not just for someone else in particular. You are of service to yourself because you become more peaceful. When you're more peaceful, the world becomes more peaceful. No one even has to know what you're doing. Hey, our friend Pro Fishman is back. Pro, how are you? Jacob says, let's get our sister C. Payton to 500 subscribers. Big salute to you. Thank you for that, Jacob. Definitely go visit her live stream from last night. Corey says, alternating child's pose with Cobra has been a life saver for my lower back. I'm glad you mentioned that, Corey. You know, I was thinking, easy, simple yoga plan that almost everyone can do. And my thoughts were the garland squat, the yogic squat, which is a wide stance squat, and you use the elbows to help open up the hips, followed by 1 to 2, maybe 3 rounds of sun salutation, and then you finish with child's pose. Very simple. You can do it in 10 minutes or less. It would be, as Corey said, lifesaver for his lower back. But just that simple routine opens your energy centers along the spine, the chakras, opens you up to a higher energy, more subtle energy, loosens you up, helps you recover, makes you healthier, keeps the back healthy, repairs the back if you have issues. And again, it could be done in, honestly, it could probably be done under 6 minutes. Jace says, I've just nodded many times. Great words. Thank you, Jace. Betsalina is here. Hello, my friend. How are you? Always happy to see Betsalina. Jace said, just sub to C. Payton. Thank you for that. So speaking of being of service, and speaking of Betsalina, her whole channel is of being of service. And here it is. Guys, go visit. She puts a lot of love and care into the videos that she makes. Betsalina says, doing well. Eric, thank you. You're welcome, my friend. Destiny says, Eric McCarty, I appreciate all your kind words and discussions. Thanks for the fellowship, everyone. Blessings to all and enjoy your day. Thank you for that, Destiny. There's an important word there in what Destiny just wrote. Fellowship. Um, this is one of the first people doing live streams that we made this great connection. Uh, Gave me the inspiration of wanting to do more, expanding my channel, seeing what I could do with it. And Destiny uses the word fellowship. And then I had said, it felt like a fellowship of beingness. And so that's what was born, fellowship of beingness. So whenever you guys show up, no matter why you show up or when you show up or how long you stay, you're part of a fellowship of beingness, because that's all you have to do. Simply be. And that's enough. That's the whole basis of me saying thank you every morning, is I was graced with beingness through no plan of my own, through no will or intent, that when I open my eyes, the entire world is gifted to me. Life is gifted to me. That I don't have to ask for anything. I don't need to, make sure that my lungs have air to breathe. I don't need to do anything. It's all just here. Jacob says, let's go to Sister Bessalina 2K subscribers. Awesome. Big salute. Thank you for that, Jacob. Our friend Bird Lover is here. Always appreciate when Mir shows up in all of his many guises. Jason's at 296. Mir is on target. He's locked in. We know what's happening now. So guys, keep on checking out Mir, or keep on checking out Jace. And again, watch him do his magic. As well, guys, make sure you spend some time, even if it's virtual nature. And if you're going to spend some time in virtual nature, there's no better place. Watch Mir's newest live session, his newest live stream. Eric says hi to Bessalina. Jay says, I feel that positive energy and sense of community that I've only recently discovered. I'm only 9 weeks into streaming, but I found many brothers and sisters. I love it. Hey, Jace, I appreciate you being part of the community, and I'm glad to be part of yours, my friend. It's truly just one community. All of us just expanding it, making it larger and larger. I've been really using the word expansion quite a bit lately. The psychology of A Course in Miracles talks about our projections versus our extension. That we can project the world of separation, we project the world of turmoil, hardship, of people not having enough, or we can extend the reality of, in yoga, what they call our heart center, which is the living reality of love itself. So we can extend love, or we can project fear. Are only two choices. So if someone would say you can boil life down to two things, here it is, guys. You can project fear and live in a fearful world where there's never enough. You got to get ahead. The ego is always saying, I, me, mine. It's always saying more. It's always saying what's in it for me. I need to get this first. I need this and I need that. Or you can extend from the heart and live your life from there. And the heart is always giving unconditional love. Unconditional doesn't mean that we allow ourselves to ever be harmed in any way, but it means that we simply don't see conditions for how we love. Love doesn't need a condition. It just is. and it flows and flows and flows. Jace says he'll start doing burpees. Just worried how many I can do. You know what, Jace? I wouldn't even worry about how many you can do. Take your time. There's no time limit to get any certain numbers. Watch our friend Leo. Watch our friend Jacob. Watch our friend Eric Lapointe. And especially Burpee Reaper. When he does 1,000 reps, he doesn't say I'm going to do 1,000 reps in this amount of time. He just gets 1,000 reps. Jacob says, let's get our brother Eric Lapointe to 2K subscribers. So what Jacob is saying is let's get Mr. 1K to Mr. 2K. Oh, well, thank you, Jacob. Jacob says, let's get our brother Mr. Yogi to 6K subscribers. Big salute to you, brother. Thank you for that. I'm actually not sure where I am, subscriber-wise. Eric Lapointe drops the link for Jacob Colby, which is important. Thank you for that, Eric. We can't forget the person who's putting in all this work for so many people. Jacob is tireless in everything he does. If you go watch him work out, he's nonstop. And then he shows up here, and he's nonstop. Jacob is someone who definitely displays infinite energy. Jacob says, Jace is the man. You rock, brother Jace. Kathy says, I want to go to the edge of the mountains, but I can't walk. My knee has been swelling after that walk in the park. It was hurting. Hey, have you looked in, the copper-laced braces? You can get them on Amazon. Not real expensive. Maybe that would help. And are you, after you walk, are you icing your knee to get the swelling down? Jace is at 298. He's at 299. Antonio is here. Antonio, how are you, my friend? Jace says, the positive energy feels so good. I love hearing that. That is a big thing that I'd like to point out is every so often we have some people who show up here who have a grievance against a friend, and they try to justify that grievance with a because. Well, I'm doing this because I heard. I'm doing this because someone told me. I'm doing this because I know that this person did this. You can't justify resentment. And the reason is that it doesn't, not only is it damaging that person, it's damaging you yourself when you're holding that resentment. This is why the Buddha said that we aren't punished for our anger, we are punished by our anger. The consequences of the anger, how it manifests in the body, the high blood pressure, the stress, the hypertension, and just that overall feeling of not things being right when we hold on to that anger. Cameron says, best advice which you wish you knew earlier. To let go. And you could ask to let go of what? And the answer is everything. To be willing to let go of everything. Because it causes this great, great sense of relaxation. You don't need to hold on to things in life so tightly that if it's based on love, this is why A Course in Miracles says um, only love is real. And then someone might point at this and say, well, isn't this real and it's not love? If it's not love, then it's not real. So why would I hold on to something that isn't love itself? And I think about that in terms of relationship. I've never regretted letting go of a relationship that was past its time. But I can tell you, I've regretted every relationship that I cling to, that I thought I had to have in my life, because I would be less if I didn't have it. And the truth is, you are never less. You are never more and never less than you are right now, because right now you are infinite. Right now you're just spirit, your soul, your unconditional love. How can unconditional love be any less or anything more? Knowing that, we don't have to cling to anything at all. We're no longer subject to loss and gain, because we see, as it would say in the Tao Te Ching, that things appear, things disappear, or things seemingly appear and things seemingly disappear. It's a good question, Cameron. Jay says, Cameron, work hard, stay out of trouble, and be true to yourself. Be happy and healthy. Excellent, Jace. Kathy says, I haven't iced it like I should. I can't see the doctor until September. Ice makes a big, big difference. As well, I don't know if you can take Advil. Not something you want to take on a long-term basis. I use it every so often. I have a misaligned jaw that has caused arthritis in my jaw that causes some issues. So in order to reduce the inflammation, but you could do a short Advil-like protocol where you take it just long enough to reduce the inflammation, that and ice. Jason, is that 300? Done, buddy. Thank you, Mir. $301. We got one in the bank. Extra one in the bank. Kathy says I have her using ibuprofen and Tylenol mix. Let's see. Kathy says, awesome. Jace. Jacob says, hey, brother Cameron. Jace says, yay, 300 subs. 300 well-deserved subs. Jace had me at his title, just an old man and his dog. And I thought, you know what? Is there any better title than that? Just an old man and his dog. Kathy says she's careful how much she takes, though. Yeah, important. Hey, guys, if you are growing your channel, if that is like definitely something that you're, working, striving for, then, oops, give me 1 second, guys. I accidentally shut down my desktop live stream, and I'm back up. I'm going to drop a quick link. So if you're interested in growing your channel and you want some great suggestions and advice, Goga. That's his link that I dropped below. Goga is a yogi, but he's also a great content creator. He's the one who interviewed our friend Joe Delaney. He's given me some great suggestions on doing shorts, that to keep them under 15 seconds. and you get more people viewing. I gotta admit though, sometimes it's got to be a minute. If you got something awesome that you need to share, I'd rather get less views and share the whole thing instead of cutting it up. Just my view on that. However, I did take his suggestion, and it does make a difference. Lake Demon Sunk Gaming says hi. Hello, my friend. Jay says to Kathy, elevate your legs in the evening. Use ice packs if possible. Nice, excellent advice from Jace. Jace says, thanks, family. You're welcome, my friend. Cameron is saying hi to everyone. Man, I love seeing that happen. I love when, Jacob's dropping links and Mir is working behind the scene, and you get someone to magic number for them. We saw it happen with Flower the other day. We saw it happen with Eric LaPointe, and now we got it happening with Jace. Oh, I'm sorry, I missed you first came in. Lake Demon said he's back. Welcome back. Vestalina says, I'm here, just listening. Got some work to do. I appreciate you listening, my friend. I think I'm going to do 15 more minutes, maybe. We'll stop a little bit earlier. I am working on a few things, but several years ago, I got certified Reiki level 1, 2, and Master Reiki, and then I didn't do anything with it. I wasn't sure what I was going to do with it other than just as a means of helping people heal. And as we have some friends who are suffering a bit right now, I'm thinking particularly our friend T, who's been in the hospital. It's just a means of deepening some healing thoughts to her. So I've been reviewing my old course material in order to offer her Reiki. So I'm going to do a little bit of coursework. As well, I mentioned that I've been doing the little shorter videos. Right now, mainly based on the Course of Miracles, but I want to tie things together with Course of Miracles and yoga. How what we were talking about earlier, the kleshas, the 5 afflictions of the mind, and the whole purpose of yoga is simply stilling the mind, getting the mind quiet enough, getting the body quiet enough, so that we can see how our true self isn't those 5 afflictions. It isn't the ego. That the ego and those afflictions are appearing within the awareness, the loving awareness of which we are. And some might say yoga is the long path. And for some it actually is. It's a lifetime. For me, the path is the path. The great mystic and saint, Saint Catherine of Siena, said all the way to heaven is heaven. And I think about that with my practice of yoga, that the entirety of the yoga path is the entirety of the yoga path. It doesn't need to lead anywhere. It's in the practice itself that we become awakened. Just by doing it, just by doing our practice, meditating, the asanas, our breath work. Of course, the very importance of the foundation of yoga, which is the ethics, practicing the 5 yamas and the 5 niyamas. And it leads all the way to samadhi. But here's what I love about A Course in Miracles. They say the same. It says the same thing, that life is based upon our projection, and we're projecting fear because we think that we live separate, that we're a small ego, um, that we are projecting our attachments. We're attached to our ideas, our beliefs, our opinions, believing that they're fact just because we think them. They're so important to us, they have to be important to everyone, and we project it outward. As well as our aversions. We are averse to other political parties other than our own, other faiths, other races, other jobs, other sport teams, other whatever. All aversions, and we're projecting that outwards. As well as our fear that we are this small separate ego, the fear that this ego is subject to death, and that we are ignorant that we are projecting all of this. So, of course, in Miracles is aligned 100% with what the yogic path is saying. Here's where it veers a bit. That yoga says, all right, we get to that point of awakening, of seeing all this by practicing the ethical foundation, by doing our breath work, by doing the asana so that we can quiet the body, make the body pain-free so that we can sit longer in meditation, of withdrawing the senses, of one-pointed concentration, meditation, and then we reach samadhi. Of course, the Miracle says that's fine, go ahead and practice, but here's a quicker way. Here's the short path. Forgive your projections. That's it. Forgive the projections. Realizing that you are projecting fear, and forgive them. And through that forgiveness, we're extending love. And live your life from that extension. It might include a full yoga path. It might not. It might include Buddhism. It might not. It might include any traditional religion. It might not. It doesn't have to. But it does include you, and only you. You don't have to do anything other than forgive your projections. And as you do that, you find that you are living in a much, much calmer, peaceful, easier world, that you are able to be responsive. When we're reactive, everything's rushing at us. We don't have time to be kind. Or maybe we take a little bit of time to be kind. But the vast majority of the day, we're in this self-absorption of reaction and reaction and reaction. But as we practice that forgiveness, we become responsive. Our ability to respond, responsibility, grows. We become empathetic and compassionate, which is our true nature. So what we find through that practice of forgiveness is that we are reverting back to our original self, the self that is existing now, but it's obscured by all of our aversions, by all of our projections. Just forgiveness. You want to live a joyful life. You want to live a life of true happiness. And by happiness, I don't mean the happiness of conditions. That I'm happy because I got a raise. I'm happy because I got a new job. I'm happy because I got a new car. All of those are conditions. And that means if they're taken away, the happiness is diminished. We're talking about the happiness of just being alive. The happiness of waking up in the morning and existing. Being able to take a breath. Being able to help people. That's happiness. It doesn't come and go. And we can do that through forgiveness. Pretty simple. Not always necessarily easy, because we have to remind ourselves. Perfect way of reminding ourselves is when someone is rude, when someone cuts us off in traffic, when someone bumps into us, when someone yells at us, when, I don't know, the dog is barking in the middle of the night. We decide that we can choose peace instead of this. I can be kind instead of this. That given the choice between being kind and being right, I'd rather choose being kind. Because in order for me to be right, I have to make someone else wrong. However, if I choose to be kind, I can still think I'm right. I can walk away thinking, well, I'm absolutely right. But I don't have to make anyone else wrong. We see that in our political discourses. That in order for someone to be a good liberal, they have to make you into a bad conservative. In order for someone to be a good conservative, they got to make you into a bad liberal. Us versus them. How about if we just chose us? How about us and them? How about instead of making any one of those parties wrong, we view everything as part of the human race. We forgive our projections that one party is right and one party is wrong. We forgive all the fear that we're putting out in the world, and we just relax. And when you see in the world through there, you're always spontaneously going to make the right decisions, because it's always going to be based on kindness and self. It's always going to be based on love. That you can't look at a single starving child and say, well, charity should take care of that, or the church should take care of that, or I can only do so much. There is no, this is what Ramana Maharshi said when he was asked, how do we treat others? There are no others. If one child is starving, we forgive our projections of lack, that we don't live in a world of abundance where every child can be provided for no matter what, where every person can have health care no matter what. That's not a political decision. Why would it be a political decision? Why should someone say, I'm conservative, so I don't believe everyone should have health care? Or why should someone say, I'm a liberal and I believe this or that? You look at someone in need and your heart goes out. And that should be the collective. All right. I'm going to end it on that. But I do want to say, let's see, Jay said he had a call. I'm back. Welcome back, my friend. Jay says, constructive always builds, destructive always destroys. Be constructive. Wise words, my friend. The Tao Te Ching would suggest that see what can be built from destruction, and see what can be built through that process of the naturalness of life, that it flows. Things are up, things are down. What stays in the middle? Kathy says, take care, everyone. Take care, Kathy. Guys, we're going to do, let's see. Erica Point says, on the farm, it's easier to carry 2 half buckets instead of 1 full bucket. Smart. Why didn't I ever consider that before? That's some deep wisdom, Erica Point. I appreciate that. Jay says, Yogi feels this love and respect. Thanks, bro. Thank you, my friend. Congratulations on your big 301. Well deserved. Man, the channel's just going to keep growing. You got a beautiful and positive message. Old man and his dog. Absolutely love it. Jay says, Eric, you're the man. He is. He's Mr. 1K. Mr. 1K with a bullet. So, all right, guys. I appreciate everyone showing up. And I want to big thanks to our friend Jacob, who was here just making sure everyone got a shout out. Everyone was recognized, which is the same thing our friend Flower does. Everyone gets a high for Flower. And Murr showed up and put in the work. He'll pinpoint someone and say, all right, guys, this is it. Watch the numbers go, and they do. Best line, it says, Eric, I have to go and get some work done. I appreciate you stopping by. We're going to shut things down, too. So thank you for your time spent here. Best line, I very much appreciate it. Kathy and Cameron, thank you for showing up. Again, Jace, my friend, appreciate you being here. Flower and Night Watcher, Destiny, we had old school. Sabine and Optimob, thank you guys. Leo popped in. Leo might still be doing reps. You never know with Leo. He could be doing reps all night long, you know. Goldie says, thank you for a lovely live and chat. Thank you, Goldie. Hope all is well with you. I hope we helped get through the rest of the workday. I know you said you didn't have much time left. So, with that, as I always mention, guys, I'll be back in about 2.5 hours now. 2 hours and 40 minutes. If you guys get the opportunity, and if you want to, come on by. Always appreciated. Jacob says, blessings to you all. It's a big salute to you all. Another great live stream. Thank you, brother Mr. Yogi, for having me on your live stream. It was an honor. Honor's all mine, my friend. Definitely all mine. Guys, thanks a lot.